is going to take an unforgettable journey. Viewer discretion is advised. The Incredible Singh.
G. This is the one and only The Incredible Singh. Thanks for tuning in to another episode. This week is going to be epic as usual. For those of you tuning in for the first time, this show is about things that affect us, more specifically me, and I want to know how they affect you as well. So definitely hit me up at theincrediblesing@hotmail.com or any of my social media platforms to let me know what you think. Let's start by rocking out the show. This week's Song in 60 Seconds goes to a brand new track by naQsh featuring Daksh Kubba called Kaka. And wow, as soon as I saw that, I just totally rocked out right away. And when you watch this and listen to this, you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. This is what the Punjabi music industry needs. Artists need to be creative and they have to find different ways to do that. And watching this video absolutely did it for me, but the music is something else. It's got a bit of a soul feel as well as a rock feel with the desi twist, and it's not that typical ding ding luck luck stuff that you hear out there. So definitely big ups to the crew for putting this together, and here we go on the show that's just absolutely incredible.
Kaka mera karda naukari, dil pe kar kar tang si. बड़ी जदों सुने गिटार लोकी कहंदे मस्त मलंग सी खाना बारों लाला खाने केचप उन्हें बहुत पसंद सी कल्ला रंदा रोटी ना मिलदी लाइफ दी अड़दी पतंग सी नचे टप्पे राती आवे ना घर नू यारां दे नाल रंदा सी बार कॉलेज कुड़ियां दे लावे चक्कर पावे कंगला सी ਜਦੋਂ ਕੁੜੀ ਪਟਾਕਾ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਕਰਾਂਦਾ ਠੰਡ ਸੀ ਮੰਮੀ ਡੈਡੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਸੀ ਫੋਨ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਡੈਡੀ ਫੋਨ ਜੀ ਬੰਦ ਸੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਜੋ ਕਰਨੇ ਕੱਪ ਸ਼ੇਕਅਪ ਉਹਦੇ ਪਿੱਛੇ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ 'ਚ ਜੰਗ ਸੀ ਕੁੜੀ ਨੇ ਜਦੋਂ ਲੱਭ ਲਿਆ ਦੂਜਾ ਕਹਿੰਦਾ ਉਹਦੀ ਸੋਚ 'ਚ ਗੰਦ ਸੀ ਰੋਵੇ ਪਿੱਟੇ ਯਾਰਾਂ ਨਾਲ ਬਹਿ ਕੇ ਕਵੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਸੀ ਪਿਆਰ ਸੱਚਾ ਪਿਆਰ फिकर न पाका ऐश कर काका मस्त मलंग है तू फिकर न पाका ऐश कर काका टेंशन ना ले तू फिकर न पाका ऐश कर काका मस्त मलंग है तू सी प्यार सच्चा प्यार रोवे फिटे यारा ना बैके कवे मैनू सी प्यार सच्चा प्यार ओ लाले चित्तर यारा ने कुटिया रज के कहंदे बेकार बिल्कुल बेकार फिकर न पाका ऐश कर काका टेंशन ना ले तू फिकर न पाका ऐश कर काका मस्त मलंग है तू
been hit with a pretty devastating blow right in the heart, right in downtown. For those of you who have not been paying attention to the news, you would have seen that there was a driver who apparently knew what he was doing that ended up crashing into a bunch of people and running people over. Unfortunately, 9 people have died the last time I checked, which is quite devastating, not only for the people that were involved, but also everybody that was around there that actually saw the incidents. I don't know what's wrong with people. I mean, some people, they seem to know what they're doing when they think that it's okay to do these type of stupid things. I don't know what, I don't know if they're on drugs or what's going on. So, to learn about what's happening in the world where people are thinking it's okay to run over people, or in general, thinking that it's okay to shoot people and things like that. It's quite sad, in my opinion. My heart definitely goes out to all the family, all the friends, all the victims that were there, that not only were involved, that got hurt, unfortunately lost their lives as a result. For those people that are still dealing with it, then definitely, I'm just glad that the first responders, the police, they were able to take down the person who was driving and take him out without any further incidents. So that was actually a really good thing. All the EMTs and fire people and all these other different people, for all of them to really step up and help these people out and get them out of harm's way quickly and efficiently. So I'm really thankful for that. Obviously, there's people that are going to be traumatized from this. I'm traumatized from it, but at the same time, I'm not, which kind of bothers me. And the reason why it bothers me is because there's so many different things that are going on, and as you kind of put scales up, okay, what's happening in Syria? That's quite devastating. You just see bomb after bomb, things in buildings being demolished and taken out. That's quite sad to see. The other thing that was really sad is everything that happened in I think it was Florida, all the shooting that happened over there with the at the school, and then just not too long ago in Vegas, a person loses their mind or whatever they're doing, and we actually don't really know the story because the person killed themselves or somebody shot them or what happened. Where do you put this instance where a person is running over people just because it's because I don't even know why, and compare that to what's happening in all these different places around the world? How do you compare them, right? What's worse? It doesn't matter. The bottom line is people are dying because of these idiots. There's families that are going through so much trauma and tragedy in their life because of these things. What can we do as citizens to help these people out? What can we do as citizens to hopefully prevent these things from happening? What's going to be in place for these people to prevent things from like this happening in the future? I don't know the answer. I'm just kind of thinking out loud. That's exactly what I do on this show. Makes me sad. That's honestly what it does. It just makes me feel sad to know that there's people out there going through this type of tragedy in their lifetime. On that note, maybe I'll play a track or two and kind of cheer things up a little bit here. But like I said, my heart goes out to the victims, to the family, and all the first responders that were able to help out during this here as well in Toronto. Absolutely devastating what happened. And I'll leave it at that. Let's play some music. I'll meet you on the other side.
Sidhu Deep Jandu फिरे गेड़ी मारदा विच अमडीर फिरे मुच्छा चाड़दा जानदी आ मैं भी तेरे चित विच की केड़ी गल्लों फिरदा तू मैनू ताड़दा चोबरा दे दिल कर दिंदी फाड़ियां ओ लेजर निगाह मेरी जिथे ठहरदी तेरे तो फोड़ नहीं होनी चोबरा सिरे दी रकान मैं टराटो शहर दी तेरे तो फोड़ नहीं होनी चोबरा सिरे दी रकान मैं टराटो शहर दी आओ जत्ते कभी खारने
ਨੇ ਘਰਾਣੇ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਬੈਲੀਆਂ ਦੇ ਵੱਟ ਖਾਣੇ ਲਾਣੇ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਰੱਖ ਕਰ ਪਾਣਾ ਉੱਤੇ ਖਾਂਦੇ ਰੋਟੀਆਂ ਉੱਥੋਂ ਦੇ ਨਿਆਣੇ ਕੀ ਸਿਆਣੇ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਆਓ ਜੀਰੇ ਉੱਤੇ ਆਖਿਓ ਅਜੀਬ ਕਰਦੇ ਅੜੀ ਦੀ ਗਵਾਹੀ ਸਾਰਾ ਜੱਗ ਭਰਦਾ ਆਓ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ
ਚੀਕ ਵੇ ਤੇਰੇ ਜਿਹੇ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਇੱਥੇ ਬਹੁਤ ਮਿਲਦੇ ਤੇ ਚੰਗੀ ਤਰ੍ਹਾਂ ਉਹਦੇ ਕਰਨੇ ਨੇ ਠੀਕ ਵੇ ਡੈਡ ਮੇਰਾ ਰੱਖਦਾ ਤੂੰ ਨਾਲੀ ਭਰ ਕੇ ਸੁਣਦਾ ਬਿਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਕਦੇ ਖੈਰ ਦੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਫੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਚੁੱਪ ਰਹਿ ਸਿਰੇ ਦੀ ਰਕਾਨ ਮੈਂ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਫੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਪਿੰਡੂਆਂ ਵੇ ਸਿਰੇ ਦੀ ਰਕਾਨ ਮੈਂ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ
ਮਾਲਵੇ ਬੈਲਟ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈਂਦੇ ਜੱਟਾਂ ਦੀ ਆ ਦੇਖ ਤੂੰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਤੱਕ ਪੈਂਦੀ ਭਾਗਨੀ ਆ ਤੂੰ ਜਿਹੜੀਆਂ ਦਾ ਨਾਲੀਆਂ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਕਰਦੀ ਆ ਸਾਡੇ ਪਿੰਡ ਚੱਕੀ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਜਵਾਗਨੀ ਆ ਉਹ ਬੌਡੀ ਦਾ ਬਣਾ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਰੋਸ਼ਨਦਾਨ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਲੰਡੂ ਬੰਦਾ ਜੇ ਕੋਈ ਵਾਧੂ ਸਿਰ ਚੜਦਾ ਉਹ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਆ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ
ਪਾਰਦੀ ਨੈਣਾ ਵਿੱਚ ਜਦੋਂ ਵੀ ਮੈਂ ਛੱਡਾ ਤੀਰ ਵੇ ਕਰ ਦਿੰਦੇ ਗੈਬ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸਿਰ ਚੱਕਦਾ ਵੇ ਟੋਪੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਿੱਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੂਰੇ ਵੀਰ ਵੇ ਹਾਈਡਰੋ ਧਮਾਕਾ ਜੋ ਕਰਨ ਮਾਰ ਵੇ ਕਰਾਂ ਕਿਸੇ ਫੁੱਟ ਜ਼ੁਲਫਾਂ ਦੀ ਕਰਦੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਫੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਪਿੰਡੂਆ ਸਿਰੇ ਦੀ ਰਕਾਨ ਮੈਂ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ ਤੇਰੇ ਤੋਂ ਫੋੜ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਣੀ ਪਿੰਡੂਆ ਵੇ ਸਿਰੇ ਦੀ ਰਕਾਨ ਮੈਂ ਟੋਰਾਂਟੋ ਸ਼ਹਿਰ ਦੀ
ਪਿੰਡ ਮੇਰਾ ਮੂਸਾ ਮਾਨਸਾ ਦਾ ਏਰੀਆ ਦੱਸ ਦੇਵੀਂ ਵੀਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਤੂੰ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਆ ਟੋਪੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਕਿੱਲ ਠੋਕਾਂ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਨਾਲ ਨੀ ਆ ਜੱਟ ਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇ ਵਾਲਾ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ ਆਓ ਤਾਂ ਨਸ਼ਾ ਸੂਲ ਤੇ ਸੁਭਾਅ ਅਥਰਾ ਪਾਉਂਦਾ ਏ ਪੜਾਕੇ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਪੈਰ ਧਰਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬੰਦਾ ਮਾਰ ਕੇ ਕਸੂਰ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਜੱਟ ਉਸ ਪਿੰਡ ਤੋਂ ਬਿਲੋਂਗ ਕਰਦਾ
ਸਿੱਧੂ ਮੂਸੇ ਵਾਲਾ Jandu ਆ ਗਿਆ ਨੀ ਹੋਈ ਬਿਲੁੱਟੇ
ਕੋਲ ਸ਼ੌਂਕ ਤੇਰੇ ਪੰਜਾਬੀ ਵਾਲੇ ਆ ਆਂਟੀ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਤੇਰੀਆਂ ਸਿਫਤਾਂ ਕਰਦੇ ਰਹਿੰਦੇ ਆ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਵਾਹ
ਫਿਰਦੇ ਹੋ ਸਾਰੇ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਆਪਣੀ ਬਣਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਦਿਲ ਵਾਲੇ ਸ਼ੀਸ਼ੇ 'ਚ ਜੜਾਉਣ ਨੂੰ ਨਹੀਂ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨੀ ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਫੋਟੋ ਤੇਰੀ ਬਟੂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤਾਂ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਲਾਡੀ ਜਾਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗਿਆ ਗੋਰੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਰੱਬ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਮੰਗਿਆ ਹੋ ਨੀ ਮੁੰਡਿਆਂ ਦੇ ਦਿਲਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਨੀ ਸੂਲੀ ਉੱਤੇ ਟੰਗਿਆ ਗੋਰੇ ਨੇ ਤਾਂ ਰੱਬ ਕੋਲੋਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਤੇਰਾ ਮੰਗਿਆ ਉਹ ਸਾਰੇ ਖੋਖਣਾ ਚ ਗੱਲਾਂ ਉਡਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਤੇ ਸਾਰੇ ਹੀ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਅੜੀ ਵੀ ਤਾਂ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਮੈਂ ਕਿਹਾ ਦੱਸੇ ਜਾਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ ਨਾ ਤੇਰਾ ਲਿਖ ਕੇ ਨੀ ਕੰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਮੁੰਦਰਾ ਲਾਡੀ ਜਾਏ ਗੱਭਰੂ ਪਵਾਈ ਫਿਰਦੇ
Welcome back to the next part of the show. Thanks for keeping up with me here. So now I'm going to change topics a little bit here. Let's talk about working out. Working out is one of the essential things for us as people to be doing. A lot of things that we do is sitting down, as I'm literally sitting down right now doing this show. And the type of work that I do, I work for a call center. So I'm sitting down all the time doing my work. I need to make the effort to do stretching on a regular basis, to get up and walk around, either up and down the stairs or go for a walk or something where I'm actually moving and continue with the blood flow. So over the last couple of weeks, I've kind of faltered on the whole exercise, push-ups, sit-ups, and all that sort of thing. Unfortunately, but what I've done is I made sure that at least I was stretching every day and doing some sort of a walk. So in the mornings when I drop off my daughter at daycare, I'll go for a walk and drop her off and then walk back home. And then in the afternoons, I'll walk again, walk and pick her up and bring her back home. There's a bunch of things happening at home where I actually started cleaning up my backyard a little bit. The outdoor furniture was quite disgusting, so I've been cleaning that. Literally, it's taken me 2 days so far, and I'm still not done. Spent a few hours on it. It's literally that dirty, and trying to clean everything, it's quite disgusting actually. It is so gross. There's like bugs that are like glued onto it. So let me describe what it is. So there's a table tarp. Or a table cover that covers everything. The chairs, the table, the umbrella, like everything. The umbrella I have to kind of dismantle a little bit to make sure it's covered, but at least it's there covering it, so at least like it's not getting super dirty. I was wrong. It still got super dirty underneath. It wasn't as bad as what I expected because like with all the snow and the rain and dust and all this other stuff that's floating around, I ended up cleaning the cover. So day number 1, I just kind of took it off and just kind of did a bit of a wipe down just because I wanted to just chill outside. It was nice outside, so I decided to, take the cover off, wipe down a chair, and just kind of chill for a little bit. So yesterday was day number 2, and I spent maybe close to 4 hours just wiping everything down, cleaning the cover, cleaning the table, cleaning all the chairs, and it's still dirty. So today, after I pick up my daughter, I'm actually going to work on it some more and clean it up some more. So hopefully by the end of today, I don't have to do it like to the degree that I have been with the brushes and the water, with the soap and the bucket. It's quite disgusting. Underneath all of this, because it was covered by a tarp, there is chewed up bones and cat fur underneath. Oh, it's so gross. So I sprayed everything down. I sprayed all that shit down. It was nasty. So it's all cleaned up. Like all that garbage stuff is all cleaned up. And I found gloves, random gloves. They're not even mine. They haven't even been here, but somehow there's some sort of work gloves that were there as well. So I tossed all that shit out, and now we'll see what happens today. So coming back to what I was originally talking about, which is the whole workout thing, my regular routine, I've obviously faltered from it the last couple of weeks, but the plan is after I get all the outside stuff cleaned up, by the weekend I should be able to get back to my normal routine. A couple of weeks ago I went to the office. That threw the whole routine off. Last week Nyla was off of daycare for a couple of days, so that's threw the routine off. And then so this week I was like, okay, I'll get back into it. But then I was like, no, I gotta clean that because it's beautiful outside. So I was like, I gotta clean that up so I can actually sit out there, do some barbecues, call a few friends over, like some of the people watching on Facebook land right now. What am I going to do next? So the next steps in my whole workout routine is going to be using the app that's on my phone, the home workout routine. That's actually been serving me quite well, so I'm going to continue with that. It gives me a leg workout, an abs workout, chest workout, shoulder workout, back workout, and it's actually really good. So I'm actually doing this challenge inside of the app where every day I'm clearly not doing it every day, but what I'm supposed to be doing is the routine, which takes maybe like 10 minutes or so. So it's actually not too bad. But after that 10 minutes, I am so stiff and so sore. Like I can't really move properly afterwards, but it's a great feeling because I know that I actually worked out the muscle groups properly and gonna continue to get stronger from building on this. Because like I said, like I don't really have to move very much. I actually calculated how many steps I take in a day if I don't walk to daycare and back. If I don't do anything at home and just sit on my ass and watch TV all day, I can get away with 800 steps in a day. That's pretty sad. So I actually have to force myself. So the average, I try to hit to 10,000. Average over the last couple of weeks is hitting about 7,000. So I'm not at my target, but at least I'm doing something where I'm not sitting on my butt the whole time. Once I get this sorted out and I kind of get my routine flow back in again, then I'm actually going to hit the gym again and do some weights, do some bench press and shoulder press and leg press and all these other presses that you can do to get kind of back into it. So that is my workout routine, which has been a bit of a mess. But, anybody who's talking about your New Year's resolutions, I guarantee 85% of you people have already stopped working out, stopped going to the gym, and stopped focusing on yourself. So this is something you need to do. You need to do it every day. I'm your motivator. I am the one that will help you through this. If you want me to literally call you every day and harass you to get your ass into the gym, I will do that. Let me know. I'm the Incredible Singh at hotmail.com. Here's a couple of tracks.
Make way for the Indian. Don't worry your mind and attention. Tim Dog in my caution. We conquer across the nation.
Yeah. I say 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja.
This our rude ragamuffin Indian with the mic in me and a man a look how me tan. This our rude ragamuffin Indian with the mic in me and me coffin ice the nation. Me are the Indian race in me wigwam. No time for ramp man with them. The tin pan, pin pan, me fierce man. From them fi beat pan, fi dab me head pan. Before you left man, me ball inni mini Miami aspire with me eye. Hey, smoke signal and them a fly inna the sky. Hey, Indian fi know one ex cowboy fi die. Hey, my time fi shaka boy, your time fi cry.
Yo, give me the boom back, cause I move every rap. I come back with a fat track, I like that. Pick up the raw sound with more ground. Much respect to the reggae sound in Birmingham. Lick shot for the Indian. Pop, pop. Lick shot for Apache. Pop, pop. Many fake move on wax groove, but Apache in the door got the reggae blue. So if you're African or American or Englishman, you love Indian. So if you're around the way, check out the rhymes we say. Peace to hip hop and reggae. Yo, 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja.
Rude ragamuffin banda, medical to si suno matuannu dasna. Rude ragamuffin banda, tu si gal meri suno matuannu dasna. Mi ba apna kam karo mera na tu si shad. Hey, meri fikr shad tu apni fikr kar. Hey, mera time aaya hun tera time sad. Hey, aake dekho boy hun pada tenu lag mahaga. Rude ragamuffin banda, medical tu si suno matuannu dasna. Rude ragamuffin banda, medical tu si suno matuannu dasna. Me been a long time me there, but me just feel fi chat. Chemist in a this give you heart attack. Take the ragamuffin and I put it on top. Indian me there, me no take back no chat. We ball.
1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja. 1, 2, 3, make way for the Indian. Lick shots for the Raja.
चले चलिए
Skandar
सुन बलिए
Manj Music.
Let's go चले चलिए इस दुनिया तो पारे आजा नाल सोनी मुट्टे गारे चले चलिए मेरी गड्डी विच बैठे लेके चला जिथे बस तू दे चले चलिए मेरे नाल जे तू चले कुछ टाइम कट मेरे नाल कल्ले चले चलिए
चल चल
सुन बलिए
Sir, let's go
देखा तेनू तू मेरे तो दूर खड़ी तेरा टाइम चंगा आया बिल्लो वेख ले तू कड़ी तेरी सहेली ने दसिया तू है छड़ी मैं भी हो गया सिंगल जा तेरे ना अख लड़ी लक पतला तेरा पर हैगे पट पारे जदों तुरे तेरी चाल सीने उत्ते सट मारे दसा तेनू तेरे नैन बंदूक सुरमा बरूत बैंग नी तू कर दी कतल तेरा बैली बटन है अनमोल रतन तू कहे तेनू नवें टॉप लेके दवा नी तू टॉप नू छड़ तेनू सारी शॉप लेके दवा हूं की तू पाल दी है जरा दस मैनू मैं जरा दसा तेनू साडी स्टोरी कंटिन्यू करा तेरे नाल गल पहला मेरे नाल चल चलिए इस दुनिया तो पारे आजा नाल सोनी मुट्टे यारे चल चलिए मेरी गड्डी विच बैठ लेके चलना जिथे बस तू दे चल चलिए मेरे नाल जे तू चले कुछ टाइम कट मेरे नाल कल्ले चल चलिए या सुन बलिए या मैनू पता मेरा एक्सेंट चेंज इस गाने उत्ते पर यारा फैक्ट्स रिमेन मैं नंबर 1 वे मैं रन करा गेम साइप्रस से हिल वांग इन सेन मेम्ब्रेन मेरी अंग्रेजी माड़ी मैं हा देसी जेहा पता नहीं तुसी की सुने या फिर मैं की कहा वापस तेरे ते बिल्लो तू जाई ना चूक तेरे नैन बंदूक बैंग
ਮੈਨੂੰ ਮਾਰਤੀ ਤੂੰ ਗੋਲੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਕੀਤੀ ਮੋਰੀ ਤੂੰ ਹੈ ਗੈਂਗਸਟਰ ਚੋਰੀ ਮੈਨੂੰ ਵੀ ਸਮਝੀ ਨਾ ਤੂੰ ਪੋਲਾ ਪਾਲਾ ਨਾ ਮੈਂ ਗੋਰਾ ਕਾਲਾ ਬਰਾਊਨ ਬੰਦਾ ਟੌਰਾ ਵਾਲਾ ਰੋਵਰ ਲੈਂਦੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਕੋਲ ਰੇਂਜ ਮੇਰੀ ਹੋਂਡਾ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਣਾ ਪੈਣਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇੰਗੇਜ ਮੈਂ ਗੱਡੀ ਕੱਢੀ ਐ ਤੂੰ ਸੁਣ ਮੇਰੀ ਬੱਲੀ ਐ ਤੂੰ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਚੰਗੀ ਐ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਕੱਲੀ ਐ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਪਾਰ ਆ ਜਾ ਨਾਲ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬਸ ਤੂੰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਚੱਲੇ ਕੁਛ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਤੂੰ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ride with the villains baby you know let's go you see me shining ਜਦੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਕਰਾਂ ਮੈਂ window ਜਦੋਂ ਥੱਲੇ ਕਰਾਂ ਚੱਲ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਹੋਰ ਕੀ ਤੂੰ ਤੱਕਦੀ ਐ ਦੇਖੋ rap ਮੇਰਾ back ਦੀ mag ਮੇਰਾ crack stacks on stacks money ਸਾਰਾ back below the yak mac no apple mac 11 bang ਦੁੱਲੇ snapple change ਕਰਾਂ ਮੈਂ tone ਵੱਜੇ ਮੇਰਾ iPhone ਲਾਵਾ my song ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੇਰੀ life long ਤੇ ਤੇਰੀ life wrong ਤਾਈਓ ਤੇਰੀ wife gone your bitch gone oh ਤੇ ਮੈਂ same old ਬੰਦਾ ਮੇਰਾ same old ਫੰਡਾ ਕਿਸੇ ਦੀ ਗੱਲ ਨਹੀਂ ਮੈਂ ਮੰਨਦਾ ਤਾਈਓ ਤੇਰੀ ਗੱਲ ਮੈਂ ਮੰਨਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਬਿਨਾ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਚੱਲਣੀ ਨਹੀਂ let's go ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਇਸ ਦੁਨੀਆ ਤੋਂ ਪਾਰ ਆ ਜਾ ਨਾਲ ਸੋਹਣੀ ਮੁਟਿਆਰ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੇਰੀ ਗੱਡੀ ਵਿੱਚ ਬੈ ਲੈ ਕੇ ਚੱਲਾਂ ਜਿੱਥੇ ਬਸ ਤੂੰ ਤੇ ਮੈਂ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਜੇ ਤੂੰ ਚੱਲੇ ਕੁਛ ਟਾਈਮ ਕੱਢ ਮੇਰੇ ਨਾਲ ਇਕੱਲੇ ਚੱਲ ਚੱਲੀਏ ਗਾਣਾ ਖਤਮ ਹੁਣ ਸੁਣ ਬੱਲੀਏ ਗਾਣਾ ਮੇਰਾ ਖਤਮ ਹੁਣ
So we're back here. I'm a pretty big coffee drinker, and every day I'll have like a cup and a half in the morning, and in the afternoon I'll have my second cup just to kind of get me through the second half of the day. I've been doing this for maybe 7-8 months now or something like that. Prior to that I would just do the one coffee in the morning, and before that I would actually have more. Where I'm going with this is I'm kind of thinking about doing like a detox because I've had so much coffee infused in my life, and now I don't feel the effects of coffee in a positive way. I'm actually feeling it in the negative way now, which is the addiction, the headaches, and if I don't have enough, or if I don't have a cup, or even enough, either both ways, then I'm definitely feeling the shakes, if you know what I'm saying. This past weekend, what I decided to do was, 2 weekends ago, what I decided to do is take one day off of not drinking any coffee. Oh my goodness, that was so brutal. So I skipped it in the morning, and by 2 o'clock I was like, forget that noise, and I ended up having my cup of coffee for the day. Second day it didn't really work out. But this past weekend, I got through Saturday, which was actually not bad. I did have the headaches. My head was hurting. On the Friday, I only had the one cup in the morning. Saturday, nothing at all. The reason why I was doing it is because I want to actually feel the effect of the coffee, like doing its thing. Like in general, I enjoy the taste. I like the different flavors, as well as the different beans from different parts of the world, the bold flavors, the light flavors, the vanilla, the butterscotch, putting a little bit of chocolate in there, and some weirdos, I don't know why you'd want to do this, but putting butter in your coffee, I don't know, man, like that's just kind of weird. I haven't done that myself. I will eat something with butter on it and have the coffee at the same time, but I don't actually put the butter in the coffee. That, I don't know, I think that's kind of weird. But it's what it is for those people who like to drink it that way. My point of this is you have the power to change whatever you want to change. In this particular case, I clearly have a coffee addiction. I have 2 or 3 cups a day, and that is my weakness, I guess you could say. Like if I don't have coffee in the morning, I'm usually pretty cranky by about 11, 12 o'clock. Head's hurting, want to go back to sleep, tired, sleepy, Same thing goes with anything else, right? Like, you're going to have your withdrawal symptoms. It doesn't matter what it is, right? Whether you choose to give it up or you're forced to give it up, what you need to realize is that eventually you're not going to be able to do these type of things in the future as you get older. Well, certain things anyways. For example, eating steak. A lot of people, as they get older, their teeth aren't as strong anymore, so they have to give it up. If they eat it, they can't really chew properly, it hurts their head and all that sort of thing, so they have to stop eating things like that. Or other things like chewing gum. Like, that's, like, it seems like so normal and whatever, but that actually causes people a lot of grief. I'm interested to see what you guys are willing to give up. Something simple, nothing that's like super crazy, quit walking or something. Like, don't do like that. That's not what I'm trying to say, but just something in general that it's not really the greatest habit. Say, for example, every morning you have, a granola bar. There's usually quite a lot of chocolate in there. Maybe you could substitute granola bar with yogurt and fruit and try that out for a week and see how that goes. The little things that you can do to improve yourself, realize and recognize what you are capable of. You are in charge of what you want to change in your life, no matter how small or how big it is. And if you're brave enough to move halfway around the world to go to school, all the power to you. Well, maybe that's not necessarily giving up something, but it's definitely a change in pace in your normal routine that you might be comfortable with over here. The older that you get, the harder it becomes to change or accept change. I try my best to go with the flow, change things up a little bit, get out of my comfort zone. That way it keeps me fresh, keeps my mind going, and develop on my personal growth. I'm the Incredible Singh. I'm going to play a couple tracks and I'll be right back.
चला डालो पकड़ किसी की
Picchita va bene, se tu la parla miezza americano, quando si fa l'amore sotto la luna, come te viene in capo di I love you. Papà l'americano.
last thing I'm going to leave you guys here with today is doing something positive for yourself. So before I was talking about taking something negative away, now I'm going to say do something positive for yourself. What I've been doing is dabbling in food and trying to cook different things here. One thing at a time. I'm not, trying to be a chef or anything like that, or a master chef for that matter. But what I did was the other day, I didn't have a whole lot of time. I had a sweet potato sitting in my fridge for a few days. I was like, okay, I got to do something with it. I'm also very hungry. I just wanted to make sure that I got something going. I had a red pepper that I found in the fridge that also has been sitting there for the same amount of time, the sweet potato. I had an onion from before that was cut up, or half of it was cut up. And what else did I find? And then I had some chicken that I had just sitting around. So what I decided to do is just kind of literally just toss it into the pot, mix it up, throw some butter and oil. I think it was extra virgin olive oil, and I put some barbecue sauce. I don't even remember what kind of barbecue sauce it was. I think it's like chicken and rib, renegade sauce, something like that. But I only had maybe a tablespoon and a half of the barbecue sauce, so I didn't really get a whole lot of that flavor in there, or at least I didn't think I was going to. So I added some ketchup and sriracha sauce, salt, pepper, and cayenne pepper. Mix it all up. Not really like a mash, more like a hash. It actually turned out not bad. The spiciness from the barbecue sauce and the sriracha was offset by the sweet potato, and I got my protein in there with the chicken, and threw in a couple of vegetables with the red pepper and the onion. It actually worked out pretty good. It definitely was missing something. I would say probably like a coleslaw or something like that on the side to kind of cut through the density and the richness of the sweet potato, as well as the spiciness from the sriracha. Don't be afraid of trying something new. Don't know what you're doing? That's okay. Make mistakes? That's okay. That's the whole point of doing something different, that getting out of your comfort zone. Regardless of whether you're giving something up or trying something new, you're the one that has the power to make the change happen. You can't put it on anybody else to do things for you. You can't put it on anybody else to encourage you. You have to be your own motivator. I just figure I like eating, so why not just make something that's something a little bit different that I wouldn't mind trying. And it's easy to get sick of the typical sandwiches and soups and lasagna. Well, I haven't done lasagna. Actually, I wouldn't mind making a lasagna. I haven't done that. Actually, you know what? That's probably one of my next projects. I'll make a lasagna. We'll see how that turns out. So that's pretty much what I wanted to talk about this week. Hit me up at theincrediblesing@hotmail.com or all my social media platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Mixcloud. And I just signed up for Tumblr. I haven't decided on Snapchat yet, but who knows? Maybe I will. I don't know. I haven't really made that decision yet. I generally like to post motivational things about myself, about the working out, as well as some of the food that I've been cooking on my Instagram that flows over to Facebook and Twitter. With regards to music, I like a lot of stuff on YouTube. I actually have playlists created on there as well, and anything that I like on there ends up flowing through to Twitter as well, so you can literally see all the different things that I'm up to and doing there as well. Thank you all so much for tuning in and listening to the show. Until next time, stay positive, stay focused, stay blessed.